I am back with another total drama video. And sorry if you hear it sounds like fucking Star Wars done. My dad's TV is very loud. So today I am going to be rating the total drama, or the Generation 1 total drama contestants. So yeah, we got quite a few characters to go through. So let's start off with Ezekiel. Now Ezekiel, honestly, he's a fairly rated character. He's more of a meme, really. He's like, he doesn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. Like people who think about Ezekiel, they don't think, oh, he's like the best character. And when they say that, he's like, oh, they're fucking probably joking. And people saying oh, he deserved better. He did kind of deserve better, but not in placements. Just in general, this man fucking basically died 8 times in the show. Alright, so next is Eva. A lot of people say Eva is an underrated character. I beg to disagree. She's an overrated. Because she has funny moments. She's not like Katie and fucking Sadie overrated. By the way, I just spoiled them, but I'll get to them soon. But fucking Eva, she had a few decent moments, but other than that, she wasn't really that good. I feel like she should have been in another season. But people were saying she should have made final 5. No. I don't think she should have had a major part. I feel like she should have been in World Tour and fucking just been an early boot. Just replace Bridget, maybe. I don't know. Just bring her in and make her be funny. Alright, next is Noah. I am a Noah fanboy. I think it's pretty obvious from my thumbnails. But even I would say Noah is pretty overrated. He's way more overrated than Eva. Way more. He's in 36 episodes, and he gets a decent amount of screen time. It's really World Tour and is when he fucking gets recognition. Island, he doesn't get much, but it's really there when he gets some. I feel like he definitely should have got more though. He should have had more. He should have made it a little further in World Tour. He should have rejoined instead of Blanley, in my opinion. Develop him a little more, and he should have made it farther in Ridiculous Race, because him and Owen kind of just got out. It was just Noah and Emma kiss, and then that's really it. We don't get anything from them. That's the last time they interacted. But yeah, next is Justin. Justin is an underrated character. I think he's a mediocre character, but he's pretty underrated. He's decently funny in action. I see, he's a comic relief character, but I can see him more as a villain. He's wasted potential. He has a lot of it. But I don't think he's the best character, and especially he's wasted potential because in Island he had 4 lines. He didn't do shit. So yeah, Justin should have had more. I feel like him and Alejandro should have interacted a little more. But yeah. So get these stupid fucking pieces of shit up here. I have seen so many people say that they're in the top 10.
Oh my god, bro.
I do not even want to begin on how disgusting people are if they think these two are in a top 10 category. 6 episodes and 11 episodes? Yeah, no, get the fuck. Alright, next is Tyler. Tyler, a lot of people say he's fairly rated or overrated. I think he's underrated. Is he more underrated than Justin? Yeah, he's more underrated in my opinion, because Tyler is really funny. He's really funny, but people just see him as being funny. I feel like he should have had a story. He takes part in other people's stories, but not his own, because he does not have one. So I feel like he deserves one. Alright, next is Izzy. Fairly rated, just I mean, fairly rated. It doesn't really matter. She leans more to overrated, but still, like Izzy is just Izzy. You can't like mess with Izzy. She will fuck you up. She's funny, probably the funniest character on the show. Sorry, Noah. Noah, but yeah, Izzy, you're very funny. Like I never met a single person that does not like dislike Izzy. Alright, so next is Cody. Cody's kind of overrated. He's not as overrated as like Eva, Noah. He's leaning more towards fairly rated. But like Cody he's kind of overrated because people say like he was magnificent in fucking World Tour. This man was luggage on Team Amazon. This man was the punching bag for Team Amazon. He just got carried to the final 3 by Sierra. And even when Sierra got out, he was still being carried by her. Like the one time Sierra couldn't help him was the time he fucking lost and got out. So, I mean, and then Island, I mean, he was decent. But, like, nothing to fucking celebrate about. Beth. Oh, she's so overrated. Like, I know a lot of people, like, dislike her and all, but, like, no one should like her. She's a dumpster fire of a character. Like honestly, she's not as overrated as, like, these two, because, like I see more people, like, outright tell people on YouTube that they hate Beth. Because, like, people say that these two are mid or, like, fucking goated. They're neither. But, like, Beth, like, she's just annoying. Like, she's annoying, her storyline's pointless, and she never should have made the finale. Alright, next is Courtney, another overrated character. Jeez. Oh, she's not as overrated as Noah. Courtney is pretty overrated. Island is amazing. Action is probably the most overrated bit about her. She's so overrated in action as a villain. Like, she doesn't do anything to stand out. All she is Katie and Sadie, but combined in that season. That's legit it. That's legit. That's legit it. And then World Tour, she was decent until she started crying after episode 14. That's all she did. And then All Stars wasted potential. So overall, it goes over to overrated. Harold is a pretty underrated. Okay, yeah, Harold's a pretty underrated character. A lot of people like him, but he's still so underrated. Like, he should have never been in like season 3. He should have never been in season 3. Action and Island, he was fucking goated. I loved him. Like, season 1, amazing. Season 2's best season. But his elimination was bullshit. She should have even made the finale with Duncan, because at least, like, it would have been like this. The finale would have made sense. It would have made sense. Beth and Duncan have, like, no interactions the entire season. Harold and Duncan have been fuming near the start of the season. It just makes sense. Next is Trent. Trent is such an underrated character. Probably the most underrated character on this entire list. People hate him for the number 9 thing in action. I thought it was pretty funny. And Trent's my second favorite character. So, I mean, like, he's just really underrated. He should have been in World Tour. He should have made it further in action. Okay, yeah, actually, he should have made it a little bit further in action. He should have made Final 4 in World Tour. Because it would have been way better. Like he should have been friends with Cody. Cody shouldn't have been carried so hard. Like, it would have been amazing. And he should have been in All Stars as well. Maybe if All Stars was not a dumpster fire, then yes. If All Stars was good, then he should be in it. But he's just he's underrated. Like, even people, like, don't like Trent. Like people just think he's fairly rated because he deserves the hate, or he's overrated because, like, of the things he does. The things he does in action overrules the things he does in Island. He was my fifth favorite character in Island. Amazing. Alright, next is Bridget. Bridget is a little underrated. Like she's a vanilla character. She doesn't really do anything to stand out other than her relationship with Jeff. But like in World Tour, like she shouldn't get as much hate as she does, because like I know what she did was fucking like bad, but like she redeemed herself and then continued to be the punching bag of the season and get fucked around by Blaney. And an action wasted potential. Should have made the finale. Okay, no, shouldn't. No, not the finale, but she should have at least made it decently far. So like Lindsay's fairly rated. It's pretty obvious. Like she deserves all the love she gets. Like she does everything to stand out. Probably like Immortal, underrated. Action, kinda overrated. Island, fairly rated. All Stars, a little bit underrated. She was funny. Just an amazing character all around. Yeah, DJ, a little underrated. More underrated than these two. Like DJ, he's underrated in World Tour. Like in World Tour, it was like he could have done more. He could have survived. I feel like he should have survived, and became friends with Alejandro and slowly start to realize that Alejandro's not who he seems. And like in action, underrated as well. Island, he was fairly rated. Like DJ's never been an overrated character, but because he's popular, I can't put him below like all these like if he wasn't popular, if he was like kind of disliked, I would put him here or maybe even here. But like his potential, he has a lot of potential still. He really does, but it's because of his fan base really that he's not like ahead of these three. Alright, next is Jeff. Jeff, you can, I mean, he's pretty fairly rated. Leaning a little towards overrated. Yeah, though. Island, he was overall a decent guy. Action, fucking underrated as fuck. World Tour, he was a nothing character, so I mean, I can't really base anything off of him. And Ridiculous Race, he was fairly rated. Actually, no, he's actually overrated because he won the season. He shouldn't have won the season. Alright, so Lashana, like, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. She is really overrated. Probably the most overrated character. Actually, no. Yeah, and it's probably the most overrated character on this list, except for Katie and Sadie. Like, she does a lot to stand out, but I just don't like her. Like, she's a mid character, in my opinion. Probably the most controversial thing I'm saying. In Island, she was good. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna deny she wasn't good in Island because she was. But in like action, they try to give her a storyline because in Island, she didn't have a storyline. She just argued with Heather, and it was funny for a bit, but got annoying. In action, they tried to give her a storyline, and it kind of flopped, and they kind of just got her out, started merge. And in World Tour, she was just a nothing character, probably my least favorite. So yeah, honestly, Shauna, you don't deserve as much fan base as you get. Alright, next is Duncan. He is pretty overrated. Not as overrated as Noah, but like in Island, he's really underrated because people just talk about him in action and World Tour and All Stars. Like Island never gets mentioned when I'm watching Total Drama and stuff. It never gets mentioned. Action, he's a little overrated. Mainly because of he does some shitty things in the season. Like bully Howard, like don't do my boy Howard like that. In the World Tour, he's fucking overrated. Actually, no, he's fairly rated. Sorry, because he gets a lot of hate. He deserves it in World Tour because he's kind of an ass. And All Stars, he's not. Like in my opinion, I like him a little more in All Stars because he's funny. In World Tour, he was just. Total, like he was just action Duncan, but even shittier. But see, All Stars, at least he was funny. So yeah, All Stars Duncan kinda underrated, but His family is also overrated him a lot. Fucking, like, this man be putting in the top 5. Like, he's one of the most important characters, but I know that. He's in my top 7, for Christ's sake. He's 7th. But, like, he doesn't, he does some shitty things. Heather's probably the most fairly rated character on this list. Like, honestly, she's just the GOAT. How are you not gonna say anyone like Heather? Island, banger, action, underrated. World Tour, fairly rated. All Stars is the only one I can say is overrated. But other than that, she's perfect. Just the perfect character. Gwen, fucking overrated as shit. She's up to Lashana's level. Island, overrated. Action, overrated. World Tour, overrated. All Stars is the only underrated thing about her. It's the only thing good about Gwen. Like, I mean, Gwen's not a bad character. Like, she's a decent character. Like, she's good in Island, but like people say she's amazing. Like, she's not even in my top 10 favorites in like the Island contestants. She's 11th. She's 11th. Like, in the action, people say she's a fucking GOAT. Like, she's in 7 episodes and she's a bitch. Rats out my boy Trent like that. Don't you be doing my boy like that. And the World Tour, she was kind of a nothing character. They just wanted Gwen to get with Duncan because they knew they couldn't do anything else with her. And then in All Stars, underrated. Just like, she deserved to be good in that season. She was one of the only good things about the season. Alright. Owen. He's pretty fairly rated. Leaning towards overrated. Yeah, no. He's up top. Because like people say like his fart jokes are disgusting, and that is true. But like a lot of people just don't like him because of his attitude. Like Owen is a fun guy. If you get like his farts out of the way, he's a fucking good character. Like overall. Alright, next is Blaney. Blaney is actually a really underrated character. Like past Justin kinds of level, because like she can be a good villain. Like she could actually be a good villain. Like in Total Drama Destiny. In Total Drama Destiny, like she's really like she's a good villain in that. She's good. And that's a fan made project. She's wasted potential, definitely. Like she's a mediocre character for what she is. But she definitely should have got more, in my opinion. Like she could have had a villain role. People say she's a villain, which she kind of is, but still, she could have got more. Alright, next is Sierra. Honestly, fairly rated. Leaning towards underrated a little, but the reason she's just like the reason she's going underrated is because in World Tour she was fucking hilarious. All Stars was a dumpster fire, about nearly the same as Beth. If we were just rating All Stars, then she would be in a fucking overrated as shit. Because people overrate her in that season very much. People say she's goated. No. She didn't even deserve to be in All Stars. Like, unless she's with Cody, she's good. But other than that, she's not. Alright, the final contestant, Alejandro, fairly rated. Leaning towards overrated kinda, but like the show overrates him a lot though. This man has everything that a man would want. Skills, supernatural human right here. This man got the skills of a supernatural human. Like, this man can walk on his hands for days. That takes some endurance, my boy. But like in World Tour, he was an amazing villain, and in the fucking All Stars, he was kind of underrated. I gotta say, he was underrated a little in that season. Alright, that's gonna be it though. This is my little tier list. We got 10 people in overrated. Oh my god.